Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of the day it is. I am Squallcasting, and I've got a game for you of StarCraft 2. And that rhymed, and I didn't even know that would happen. Yeah, you can tell how poetic I am normally. So here as the Red Protoss, we do have SKMC, a fantastic Korean player. And down here in the bottom right, as the Blue Protoss, we do have Evil Genius's Huk. One of my favorite players because he's Canadian and I'm Canadian too, so therefore I root for him. That and I just like Protosses. Probably about 90% of my favorite players are Protosses. So, just figured I'd throw that out there. Now this is taken from the Red Bull land, so big thanks to everyone involved in that for making these games awesome and also for providing the replays to the community. I have not yet seen these games because I didn't have a chance to watch it live. I will get to the VODs eventually, but in the meantime I figured, you know what, I'll cast these games because they are guaranteed awesome. So this is of course a PvP. We'll have to see what happens. Huk is well known for early aggression and just impeccable unit control, and he just seems to really flourish when he can attack early and deal tons of damage early. Sure, he's no slouch, of course, when it comes to macro and late game, but it just doesn't seem as refined for him as for some other players, but we'll see what he goes for in this game. He is doing the very standard gateway assimilator opening. MC has not yet gotten his assimilator. We'll see if he chooses to in the near future. There we go, so just a little bit later, nothing too crazy. And Huk getting probes into that assimilator as quickly as possible. Start getting that gas for that warp gate. We'll see if either of them choose to get a Zealot out initially. Huk's gateway did finish up slightly earlier than MC's. MC is opting to get a single Zealot out. Huk is not. And that makes sense to me. Huk's Stalker control is pretty unbelievable to watch. And I would not be surprised at all to see some early 3-gate style pressure from him, possibly with a blink. I don't think we're going to see any 4-gating from either player, though. It still happens, but it's certainly a lot less common than it used to be. And yeah, single stalker coming out and warp gate pretty much instantly. Not spending any chrono boost on that at this point. I'll have to see where he allocates that chrono boost. MC on the other hand, where's his? Okay, good. He does have a cyber core up. I was worried for half a second. And okay, so he is chrono boosting that warp gate. Wants to get it up early. I don't think either player is scouted yet. No, neither player has any idea where the other is. I think this is the MLG version of the map, in which case it might be forced cross spawns. That is possible. Huk looks like he's going that way. If it is forced cross-spawn, then clearly MC doesn't know because he scouted down there first. But Huk's going to be able to get out there, and he will be able to kill these Zealots. It'll take time, but he will be able to kill them. Unless he micros really badly, yeah. Now, pulling that Stalker back. Looks like he doesn't want to engage in there just yet. And MC is going to get the Scout. We got a probe coming forward. Going to look to get a single pylon down. And Huk just microing back, taking a few shield damage hits, but nothing too crazy. And he does have 2 stalkers out, so he does have more stalkers than, never mind, he doesn't have more stalkers than Huk right now. Okay, he's got 2 more coming forward now, getting a pylon down, getting another one down here. So he's got 2 warp-in options, backup warp-in options, always a good idea. And throwing down a 3rd, wow, that's kind of bold. And that's definitely going to die. Whoa, is this like a... This is I really want to warp onto a high ground attack. Might need to cancel that pylon. Yep, does cancel it. That one will probably get canceled as well. He did lose the probe, so, you know, it's warping in on the high ground not going to be an option. It looks like that was like what Huk wanted to do because he's just falling back now. Huh. Okay. I suppose the idea was to push on up the front and then warp Zealots in like here. And Zealots warping into your face is never a good thing. Huk is scouting for that probe, but did not see it. That could come to bite him in the backside later. But MC looks like he was well prepared for that early aggression, as he had quite a few units and 2 sentries. So he was good to go, man. And Huk is getting a robo out. Pretty typical. And hasn't seen that pylon. Does he see it now? He better see it. He doesn't see it, but he does see the probe. So hopefully that clues him in to go and check there. He's not checking. Oh no! And MC is starting to warp units in. This could be very bad for Huk, as MC does have that advantageous forward warp in location now. And it looks like he has the superior army count. Yep, he has a handful more units than MC. MC is getting out that Immortal. Should definitely look at dumping Chrono Boost onto that, because he will want that ASAP. Yep, there we go. So getting that out. And he does have 2 sentries there, so with good force field control, he should be safe. But for the moment, he can't really move out and do much of anything. He is warping in some zealots here, though, and might be able to just stab into the main. Oh, it looks like he was actually doing some harass there already. Wow, so a little bit of action going on there. I'll try to keep an eye back here as well for if anything happens. And Huk just continued to press on with these zealots here. And he does have the zealot lead, so this could be a bit rough for MC. So yeah, MC responds, and wow, MC is rallying forward, managing to drive Huk back. Huk is rallying more zealots forward, gonna put those damaged ones more to the backside in all likelihood. And he does have some sentries out now, so now he's able to force field and keep those units pinned in there. And one zealot trapped outside can't get in and attack, and MC repelling that with relative ease, I would say. Yeah. Okay, so it's a fun attempt by Huk to get a bit of economic damage. Did he manage to kill any workers with that? Doesn't look like it. That's a bit unfortunate. Huk does have an Immortal out now, though, and those deal with Stalkers very, very well. And, oh, picking up the Immortal with a Warp Prism and dropping down there. Looks like he wants to be able to flank. That's pretty cool. And then just leaving a handful of units and a sentry there. But MC sees it, and he does outnumber Huk's units. Oh, this could be bad for Huk. But he comes down, flanks. We'll see how well this works out for him. He has warped in a bunch of zealots. Oh, this is terrible for Huk. So many force fields going down, trying to wall out those zealots. And Huk just still behind on supply. And it was a nice try, but it just didn't work out for him. Because MC was able to warp in a ton of zealots there, and zealots just deal with stalkers so well if the stalkers can't get away. And this might be curtains for Huk. The supply lead is, or the supply differential is pretty significant at this point. I can't really see him coming back. He will be able to force field the ram for quite a while if he wants to, and stay alive that way. But MC definitely has a clear unit lead now. I feel like Huk should probably warp in 1 or 2 more sentries, so that way he can continue to force field the ramp if MC tries to push up. And yeah, there comes another sentry now. And how will Huk respond to this? He is getting a Twilight Council down, so it could move into Blink eventually. But the problem is he just has so little stuff compared to MC. And is MC expanding? Yep, he is. He is expanding behind it, so very intelligent by him. He knows he has his opponent in a bad position, and so he'll just keep him contained, expand, and get further ahead. And moving an observer forward, so that way he can potentially shoot up to the high ground. Huk looks like he's trying to bait some units in, but I'm pretty sure these are all on hold position. They are not biting, and yeah, getting blink. So if Huk has some brilliant blink control, he could break this and then potentially deal some damage. I'll have to see how that works out for him there. The observer is scooting on up. Huk does not have an observer himself. No, he does not. And looks like MC is content to fall back now. And Huk doesn't know he's run away yet. We'll see if he checks in a moment and then goes and expands himself. But yeah, MC secured for himself a base, did a ton of damage. So very nicely played by him early on. Huk trying some cutesy stuff with backstabs and zealots into the mineral line, but just didn't quite work out for him. Not sure why I closed that production tab. I don't remember doing that. My body's doing things when I'm not aware of it. And Blink is finishing up in just a moment. Huk looks like he's warping in a few zealots there and pushes out, and oh, the army's gone. Huh, okay, cool. And it looks like he's pushing forward. MC does have a fairly significant, no, that's not the one I want. He does have a pretty significant army supply. Picks off 2 stalkers for free. Looks like Huk's blink was on cooldown. That's quite unfortunate. Oh, just not a good engagement. Huk just not positioning himself very well. Blows a couple force fields to kill a single zealot. Not the best move ever. And MC just using tons of force fields to split up Huk's army. Huk Stalkers are all firing at Zealots, but MC's force field's working against him a little bit, and I don't even know whose force field is what. But Huk's army is definitely evaporating, and oh, it's so painful to watch. Huk running those Stalkers away. And oh, looks like MC did the same thing, moved a bunch of Zealots in to attack the mineral line. Take a look at the Workers Guild. Looks like he got 1 or 2. Huk did respond to it appropriately, but now MC is just coming up the front, and Huk has nothing to defend. Absolutely nothing. Throws down a force field way too late, and I think this might be GG for Huk, as MC just has such a significant army lead. Yeah. Huk's going to try to fight with his probes. It is a valiant effort, but Zealots will kill probes for a long time. And there's the GG. Huk leaves the game. So very nicely played by MC, deflecting that early pressure that Huk was trying to accomplish and making it look quite easy, and then just really turning the pressure on. And Huk never quite able to get enough units to deal with things effectively, and just having a number of, honestly, really bad engagements that just put him way too far in the hole to come back. So thank you guys for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.